I'm really excited today. I just received the Fenix 7X in the mail. This is the brand new Garmin Fenix line, and it's a line that I've personally enjoyed since the Fenix 5X. On my wrist now I have the 6X Sapphire, but this is the all new 7X Sapphire that also has the solar capability. It also has touchscreen, which I'm really excited to test out. There's a whole bunch of new features as well. Now this video is just going to be an unboxing and kind of a comparison between these two models, but I'm going to have a video going up once I've tested it around the block a few times. But let's just go ahead and unbox it, check it out, and see what's new. Let's just go ahead and unbox it and kind of check it out together, guys. See what's new with the Fenix 7X Sapphire. Now I have not seen this in person. I have not seen any other videos other than the press video. And this is it. This is a carbon gray edition. Pretty similar to what I have on my wrist right now. But let's just go ahead and see what else we get inside the box here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the usual Garmin fashion, which is going to include probably the manual and a very small USB charging cable. I really wish they'd increase the size of that charging cable. Let me know if you agree down in the comments below. But here are the books and stuff. I'm going to put that aside for just the moment. Before I go ahead and boot it up, let's just take a look at some of the design changes between the 7X here and the 6X that I have in my right hand. Right off the bat, guys, you can see the design language stayed the same, but they just kind of changed it a little bit here. Now, the screws on the 6X were something that were a little bit controversial. A lot of you said you didn't like it. A lot of you say that you liked it, but they've kind of smoothed out the bezel on the 7X here, and they put those screws down to the bottom. For whatever reason, I guess one of the designers likes screws on the Fenix line, so they've kept the screws here. I personally would have liked to have seen a screwless edition. The 3 buttons on the left are basically the same, and you have those 2 buttons on the right side, exactly the same again. On the back though, this is where things got a little bit different. They have the new heart rate sensor, that optical sensor on the back here. This is the older style. The connection ports are exactly the same, and the back otherwise looks pretty much the same. But what's super cool about this edition this year is we now have a flashlight right on the top in between these 2 lugs here. I think that's a really nice addition. This can come definitely in handy, maybe when you're biking or running at night. It's just a nice idea to have a flashlight. So I'm definitely digging that flashlight personally. Another really cool feature about the Garmin 7X here is we now have a touchscreen. And that is something that I thought Garmin would never put on the Fenix line, but I was wrong. And that's basically it when it comes to the cosmetics of the 7X. You can see that the little solar ring, even though my 6X was not solar, you see that solar ring is just a little bit wider than the 6 solar was. So it's a little bit different, and Garmin says it's going to give you a little bit more power, so you're going to get more sun and better power management at that. I've gone ahead and set up the 7X. I've placed it on my wrist here, and I'm a huge fan of big watches. I hope you guys are too, because this is definitely a large casing. I believe it's 51 millimeter, but I'm okay with that. Again, I think large watches are definitely really cool. One of the things that really prompted me to purchase the 7X here is, of course, a touchscreen. I've always said I wanted a touchscreen on my running device. Now, a lot of you might not like it for specific activities. I can see why having a touchscreen might interfere with your activities, might interfere with your training, but there is a way to disable it, and it will automatically be disabled when you start an activity for the first time. I think this is something pretty cool, just using your finger to go through the different menus and whatnot. And you can also tap on a watch face and kind of bring you right to that page that you're looking for. And I think that's something really cool. So again, if you're looking for your heart rate, you can just tap on that heart rate within the watch face itself. And I think, again, this is what makes the 7X a really worthy upgrade in my opinion. Not only is it a little bit lighter on the wrist, it definitely feels a little bit lighter, but I also like that touchscreen functionality once again. I think this is going to be a really nice upgrade for anyone, especially if you're coming from the 5X. I guess if you really must have a touchscreen, which again, I think is something really cool, this would be a very nice upgrade. And also, the flashlight on the top is something that I think is really cool as well. So let's just go ahead and turn on this little flashlight feature. And all you have to do is go into the settings here, click on flashlight, and let's go ahead and turn that on. See how bright it gets. So this is the flashlight on the 7X. Definitely enough illumination to see exactly where you want to go. There's a couple different modes as well, and you can lower the brightness if you wanted to. So if you just want a little bit of light showing, or maybe a little red glow while you're running or whatnot, you can go ahead and do that. And another cool thing about this flashlight is we do also have a strobe light feature. So again, if you're running, you can go ahead and activate the strobe light. This has just been a quick look at the 7X here, guys. There are a couple things that I really like about this watch so far. I like the touch capabilities. I definitely think it's a great idea to have a touchscreen on just about any device that's on your wrist. And of course, being a fitness first type of watch, you can go ahead and disable that if you want to. And I do like the flashlight. I think the flashlight is pretty cool. The solar ring. Now, personally, guys, I know a lot of you have asked me about solar in past videos of mine. I live in New York City. We don't really get access to a whole bunch of sun out here. So unless you're hiking for days upon days without access to a power source, without access even to a battery pack, solar's a great idea, but it's really not useful, I'd say, for about 75–80% of the people. If you find yourself hiking the Himalayas, this might be a great option for you. If you live in a major urban city, or you go home at nights or every other night, you're gonna be fine without a solar edition. But right now, the 7X is only offered in solar, so I think that's a great step forward anyway. I think having solar couldn't hurt. But this has just been a first look at the 7X. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I'm definitely excited to test this out and put it through its paces, guys. But I think it's a really nice looking watch. Taking a look at the Tactics Delta versus the 7X, maybe they merged a little bit of the Texas series and the Fenix series to give it more of a streamlined type of look, but it still is very characteristic of a Fenix device. Tactics series usually comes out well after the Fenix series, so I'm really excited about the next Tactics edition, because I know the Tactics Delta is still a very popular watch. It's still my favorite watch overall. The Fenix 7X, of course, being a Fenix device, is very characteristics of the Fenix line. You can see that with the bezel. It definitely is a Fenix device first, and I think that's a nice addition. A lot of people really like the design of the Fenix line, myself included, but I just want to give you a little visual overlook of these two watches. But that's really it, guys. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Again, just look at that touchscreen. This is something that I'm very excited about on the Fenix edition. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.